Hey guys, what's going on? Adam from Adam Olson Fitness. I just wanted to make another video for you guys. And this one is about social media. So is social media messing with your gains? And that is a very pertinent question because I get a lot of friends, clients, whatever, hit me up social media and they tag me in a lot of stuff or whatever, and people are like, oh, is this real? Is this fake? Or is this guy on juice? Or is that girl taking something? Or what do you think about this exercise or whatever? And then a lot of people, when they come to me as clients, they're also like, I want to look like this. And they might show me like, a certain fitness model, or they might show me like a power lifter or whatever. Or someone might just be like, I want my butt to look like this girl's, or I want my, hamstrings to look like this, or whatever it is. And I want to put this out there because I know a lot of people get discouraged because they watch and look at so much social media now that you might start off being inspired or motivated, and some people might draw their motivation and determination from social media and seeing a lot of stuff out there. But I know that after a while, some people can get really discouraged, and it can start to be a detractor, bring people down, and actually be demotivating because no matter how much work they're putting in, counting macros, dieting, whatever the case, we're training really hard in the gym, whatever they're doing, they can't seem to get to that goal. And I wanted to put this up so you could, have a little bit of clarity that, number one, not to sound too memey or cliche, but you should really only be comparing yourself to yourself. So wherever you were a month ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, and looking at your progress now should be your major focus. If you're aspiring to be a competitor or some type of athlete or whatever, you really need to be looking at your own progressions first, and then comparing yourself maybe to someone that you might be competing against, or what someone in your local circuit might be doing. But ultimately, it really comes down to besting yourself. And I don't want that to sound like you're only competing with the person in the mirror. While that's true, and it is important to always keep an eye on what other people, more advanced people, coaches, people that really have a good scientific background in your sport are doing, so that you can better educate yourself and also keep up to date on what changes are being made in the industry that you're in. It's also wise to stay focused on the goal and not get too distracted by what people that are in a whole different class or a whole different caliber or a whole different thing. It would not be wise for a natural bodybuilder to be comparing himself to Mr. Olympia, because those guys are enhancing themselves with other substances, and they're training in almost a completely different manner because their bodies are functioning differently because of whatever it is they may be taking. If looking at someone for inspiration that's on an Olympic level or a national level when you're only on a local level is great, but you also don't want that person's progress or physique or records to be holding you back and making you feel like, well, how come I can't achieve that? And that doesn't mean that you ever won't achieve that, but you can't let that be the staple. And there's a lot of people that are really discouraged over a period of time by seeing, a lot of social media stuff. And by stuff, I mean there's plenty of lifters out there that, whether they're in great shape or not, they're using fake weights. They may be enhanced with some type of substance, whether it be a steroid or any other type of assistance. It could be surgery, it could be Photoshop. You could be looking at a series of photos that were taken of somebody 3 years ago that they are just strategically placing out every so often in order to make you look, feel, or think that they're still looking like that, when maybe they're 10, 15, 20 pounds heavier and are smoother. And you also have to keep in mind that people don't always look the way they do on social media in public. I mean, people aren't always in competitive season. They aren't always, shredded. And if they are, chances are that they're enhanced, or they may have some other issues. They may have an abnormal hormone profile because they keep their body fat level so low for so long, and they're constantly running a caloric deficit, which isn't healthy over a period of time, because we're not meant to look absolutely shredded all the time. We're just not. Now, you can maintain a very lean and aesthetically pleasing physique, but not everyone is going to be stage ready, contest ready all the time. And I think that social media puts it out there that people are either going to be at their highest peak of performing all of the time. And when you see like so many different athletes and so many different stages of their competitive careers, it really gets to be misleading because you're just seeing it like picture after picture after video, just in a constant thread, and your mind is thinking that you need to be performing at that level all the time. And that's just simply not the case, and it's also not feasible. So I'm putting this out there as just a reminder to maybe some of my clients, and also you, if this applies to you, that you have to just be where you're at right now. And whether that's a state of, progressing towards a show, progressing in a sport, just starting off, being a novice and trying to get to an intermediate level, or wherever you are, it's going to take time, and, you can't rush the process because you'll end up, injuring yourself or worse and putting yourself off in a worse spot. So this is kind of just a reminder. And it's also, I wanted to give people some clarity to think about these things on a regular basis. Like, not everyone looks amazing all the time. But also, lastly, the more that you do your craft, whatever it is, on a regular basis, the better your overall performance will be all of the time. Meaning that you will be closer and closer to being that elite person on the regular basis. Once you reach, a state level or a national level or a world or Olympic level, once you get to that point, your level of athleticism is going to be far beyond the level that it was when you started or just started looking at people that were on state, national, world, or Olympic level. So don't get discouraged. Keep to your process. Always be objective about your progressions and just stay the course. And that's probably the best advice I can give to anyone. Don't let, social media and what other people are doing completely, discourage you, because, whatever it is that you're doing, as long as there's like a coach behind you or you're taking a very smart and objective approach, you will meet hallmark goals and PRs all the time. And it's just wise that you try to keep that in focus and not let the social media world of plastic, Photoshop, and fake weights, dissuade you. So that's it for now. I hope this has been a little encouraging. And if you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, and I will be back in a small while. I hope to see you soon.